everybody, and thanks for watching the Laughingstock channel. Today I'm going to work on some of this flower. Since the last video, I did a few without being on video. I filled in some of the blues and the white through here and the outline and the black here. I don't want these videos to go forever, so I want to kind of move them along, so I kind of skipped a little bit of recording. So right now I've decided I'm going to work on the letter E. You can see that there. And I've got them already in my tray, and I'm just going to work on this flower right in here and just try and zip along and get this flower done, and maybe kind of get this side done, and then I can take the plastic off that side. That's kind of my goal today, and that's why I kind of like did some off camera. I just wanted to get them done. Moving along so the video doesn't, this video series doesn't come to 20 videos like the last one did. It was actually 22. I feel like after a while people get kind of bored of it. I don't know. I feel like, I should just kind of do some of it and skip some of it. So don't mind me if I'm not going to talk a lot. I'm just going to work away. A couple of videos ago, I asked people to tell me where they were from, and I got a couple responses so far as of recording this video. And people, the two people that responded were from Texas and Ohio. So I thought that was kind of cool. So I would still like to know where people are from. I'd like to kind of build a little community here a little bit. I haven't been recording videos that long, and I kind of have a variety of things I want to do. I want to do different craft things. Sometimes I show stuff that I find like at garage sales or thrift stores or the auction house where I work. I just work there the one night a week at the auction. Other people work more than that because they help set up the auction. It takes a couple days to set up auction, and people bringing stuff in and all that kind of stuff because it's sold on consignment. What's kind of cool is, those of us that work there, we are allowed to bid on stuff. I know some auction houses, they don't allow that because it seems like a conflict of interest, but we don't bid on a lot of things. We kind of only bid on a few things here and there of things that we like, and we're allowed to competitively bid too. And partly he does that because, he wants us to be able to get deals too, because, we don't get paid big bucks, to work there. And we appreciate that because a lot of us started as resellers, and that's why we got interested in the auction house to begin with. And so then we, kind of morphed into workers when he needed help here and there at different times. The one guy's been with him 20 years. I've really only been there a few years. And I used to work more hours. I would do things and help set up the auctions and things like that. It's just where my life is right now. I don't have a lot of free time. I'm always running somebody somewhere, and helping with family. So I don't have a lot of time to, work right now. It's kind of my role right now is just helping with families' needs. Get some more loose in there and get them facing up. I kind of like them on this side of the tray where I can reach them easier. That's just a convenience thing, I guess. And I'm trying to keep from moving my arms so much because I know I make a swish swish noise because as I'm swiping kind of back and forth to the gems to the painting. And I'm trying to kind of not do it as much, but I can't seem to help myself. So don't mind the swish swish noise. When it sticks like that, it's because I missed picking up a gem. Come on. All right, we're moving along pretty good here. We've been feeling kind of a little spoiled this fall here. It is past the middle of October already in 2025, in case anybody cares, if this video sticks out there a long time. But it's this morning started out cool, but this afternoon it was a beautiful day. I have refused to give up my shorts yet because I prefer shorts over long pants for as long as possible. I kind of try to pretend it's still warm, but sometimes when I get going in the morning, I have to wear a jacket in the morning, and then I can shed the jacket as it warms up. But one of these days, we've had snow before this early in the year, and there's one year that they called it the October storm. Now this was somewhere 15, 18 years ago. I'm trying to think back how long it was. Where we lost power for a week because of what they called the October storm, because there's still so many leaves and stuff on the trees that it weighed down the snow, landed on the leaves and weighed down the tree branches and stuff. And there were so many broken power lines and things like that we were without power for a while. We actually ended up having to go over to my in-laws' house to because I had young kids back then. Hey, I think I finished the eaves while I was talking, but that was they called that the October storm, and that was October 12th and 13th or something. I believe those are the dates, and I think that was maybe 18 years ago. I'm trying to remember how old my daughter was. 17, 18 years ago or something like that. Oops, what am I doing? I got the wrong little color out. I got C's out and I want M's. All right, we're gonna dump those back in. I just grabbed a red jar and wasn't paying attention because I was busy talking. There's the M's. That's the ones I want next. I'm filling a lot of this in here. Okay, I'll keep the thing up there. So the fact that I can still wear shorts this time of year, I love it. I'm kind of like a cool weather person, but not cold. Like I like it in the 60s and 70s. That's my preferred temperatures. When we start getting up into 80s and 90s, I hide in the air conditioning. But the 60s and 70s is perfect for me. I really enjoy just being semi-cool without being cold, of course. But okay, we're going to move on to these M's all over the rest of this flower pretty much. Hopefully that's not glaring for you. I don't think it is, as I kind of check the camera screen once in a while. Okay, we got a dot that wanted to be ornery there. All right. This is going pretty quick. I move quicker when I don't talk. Because why not? Like, I do miss being able to do, like, 3 or 4 at a time, like you can on the good quality pieces. This one, the things are spaced out enough, you have to do it one at a time. Like, there's no other choice. So I guess that's a negative drawback from the Dollar Tree thing, but whatever. Sometimes you just have trouble picking them up. And if it keeps happening, then you got to get more. Stick 'em, as I like to call it. I am going to get more. Right here. And just add it to my thing. Get a little more stick 'em. I guess they call it wax or whatever, but I'm just taking a little bit of the extra off. I got like too much on there. But I like to call it stick 'em. And I probably would do better, I think I've mentioned in previous videos, if I didn't push down as hard when I went to pick them up and put them down. But that's just kind of the way I like to work. I get a little too much on there still. Just a little, and then if you don't get it off, it sticks on the gem. Need that one move over. Okay. Kind of move these around a little bit while they're still fresh. Get them on their spots right. Sometimes I feel like I pull them over and they pop back, like to where you first stuck them down. Come on. sometimes when I'm down here working, my son's down here chatting away on his video games with friends. So it's kind of nice that he's not doing that right now. So it's quiet. Right now he's actually out in the garage because it was such a nice day. He's out there messing around with his dirt bike, I think. Doing some work on it. Okay, we just got this little area right through here. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of stack it up a little bit on the tray. Push them down that way, push them back that way, and make pretty lines. I got some in my hands too that fell off the thing. Okay, getting close. And then I think I'm going to peel the second side off. It's a little bit smaller. I'm going to peel the whole side off, I think. That one jumped off. I had two on my thing. I just kind of moved them around to make it work. Almost. Okay, I think that's it. This side is done, except for these little orangish colors. The letter P and some E's over here. But I still have the E's out, actually. So let me do those. I just realized that. I'm like, oh, I have those ones out. So these ones right up here I missed before. So we're just going to finish those up quick. But I'm just going to leave the P's until I can do them all at once on both sides. Because there's just so few of them on each side. It's just, I don't feel like doing, 10 gems total and getting the whole tray out and everything for that. So, okay, so this side is done. I could have done that S, but it is right on the tape line. Except these few P's and a few along the tape line. So, we are going to take the tape and plastic off. And I actually think I have to, oh, there's a gem that's stuck up there, spilled out somewhere. We'll just get rid of that. All right, I ran the tape over the edge, so I gotta peel it off the back too a little bit, but I think when I peel the tape, it'll, well, I thought I was gonna pull the plastic, but it didn't. I'm gonna have to grab it. Like this corner. And I think we can just peel it all off at once. Ta-da! And I gotta get off the back. Right there too. Sticking, but it's just cardboard. There's nothing special that we gotta save it for anything back there. So, okay. Well, since I have these colors out, I'm just gonna go to work on the M's and the E's on this side. I think that makes sense. I think we'll just go right back to the M's that I left off before. Pull this down so you make sure you can see where I'm working. And we'll get to work. I'm gonna few that want to stay upside down there. Come on, you. Alright, we'll just work around them. And I can, they're not sticky between the dots really, like too much, so I can hold on over here where the dots are. And that'll work. And I can even hold it up there with my finger, so. Get doubles. It's kind of like the background color is different than the dot color, so you want to make sure you get them right on the dots, or you can see them through. So I guess that's a little flaw in this system too. I mean, you know, but it was $1.25 from the dollar store, so I'm really not complaining. I'm just making comments about it. The differences between the good quality and the poor quality. Come on, you're in the wrong spot. You jumped there by mistake. So this, I mean, I've only done one other painting, and it was from Diamond Art Club. And so it, you know, they're a good quality company. They make good quality pieces. So, I mean, that was nice to have that. You know, especially I was glad to have a good quality one for my first try at diamond art painting. Diamond dot painting, I guess we call it. Come on, stop that. It keeps grabbing a second one. Maybe I got wax sticking on the edge of the tip. I don't know. I'll just wipe it off. All right, I'm just going to kind of keep working my way down the page here with the M's. Shake it up a little bit. I kind of always shake them one way and then back down the other way and get them over the tape. And that the tape kind of collects the loose ones that are upside down or whatever. And then you get good rows. That's what I like. Alright, we're going to move over here to the top. Can you still see that? Yeah, it's still on camera. Okay. You see, like, the background of these is actually green around the pink. And I guess that's supposed to be kind of like the leafy area or whatever, but it's kind of, you know, like I said, then you got to make sure you got them on the right, on the dots just right. Or, you know, the color of the pinkish kind of shows through in the green background. I'm going to move the tray kind of over to this side, I think. As long as I don't stick my hand on this side, I can still kind of hold it down and hold the tray over here. This particular pink has a little bit of sparkle to it, makes it a little pretty. Some of the colors do and some of the colors don't. But it was that way with my other painting too. So I don't feel like that's like a problem or a flaw or anything like that with the Dollar Tree paint, piece here. have some that shouldn't be there. Okay, we're working on the M's. And I had one on the E there somewhere. Okay. Over here in this little spot, so space over here. And then I think we might call that a video. We're kind of getting up there on the time a little bit. I usually try to keep my videos between 20 and 30 minutes. I feel like that's, you know, most people don't want to watch a video much longer than that, I don't feel like, for the most part. I mean, some people's videos run longer, but that's their choice. And then I might jump ahead a little bit and do some off camera. I don't feel like I have to do the whole thing on camera to give a good review. I mean, I've already kind of somewhat given reviews about what I think about the whole thing. So I'll probably do some off camera for a while and then come back and do like the finale of it is what I'm thinking. I mean, you can take a look. I mean, it doesn't look terrible. This side's mostly done except that orange P. But I've been working on this side a little bit now. So like I said, I think I'll jump ahead. I'll probably work on maybe some more of the M's. I didn't finish them even yet. And maybe I'll finish this wing or something. And then come back and do the rest, like the greens. Or I don't know. I'll decide as I'm working on it. But thank you guys for watching the Laughingstock channel. I sure appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye-bye.